Yusuf Sanin. It's the next John Wall. This is so sad. What's going on, guys? Welcome into Clutch B-Ball TV. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night. Before we officially get into the video, I want to thank you guys so much for the great amount of support. This channel is literally not possible without you guys. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving and you guys stayed safe with your friends and family, and you also had some great food or whatever you celebrate out there in the world. This isn't the biggest of Knicks news, but I definitely still had a report on it. And just thank you guys so much for tuning into every single episode or video, whatever you want to call it. If you have any video suggestions or video ideas, let me know down below in the comment section. And no further ado, let's get right into the video. As you guys know, we went on to sign Austin Rivers to a 3-year, $10 million contract. My correction, of course, I went on to upload a video that he was originally signed to a 1-year contract. And then Woj or Ian Begley went on to correct themselves. I forgot who it was. But make sure you follow Woj and Ian Begley on Twitter. That's where I get most of my Knicks news from. And these videos are not possible without them. So thank you guys so much for putting out those great tweets and information. As Ian Begley tweeted out today, Knicks announced they acquired Austin Rivers in a sign-and trade. Of course, we signed Austin Rivers to a 3-year, $10 million contract. I think he's going to bring some decent production to the New York Knicks. Like I said, he's not the most efficient scorer, but he plays so hard on both ends of the floor. I remember when he was on the Clippers, I believe he got injured, I believe he got a busted eye, I forgot what it was, and then he went on to drop like 30 points. I'm pretty sure you could find it on YouTube, but he plays like a trooper out there on both ends of the floor. If he doesn't produce in the stats category, you just gotta watch the games. He plays so hard and he brings some decent shooting to the New York Knicks, which we need. It's gonna be very interesting to see who starts at the point guard position. Do I think he's a true point guard? No, I think he's more of an off guard, in my opinion. But Ian Begley did tweet out, Knicks announced they acquired Austin Rivers in a sign-and trade with Houston. And I'm really interested to see if they're really going to change his contract or restructure his contract after this move, as they also received draft rights to guard Sergio Llull. And I think this is a very interesting move by the New York Knicks. At the end of the day, I do not think these European players are going to come overseas and play for the New York Knicks. Maybe they do in the preseason, I'm not sure. But most of these guys are veterans from overseas. One of these guys was drafted in 2008 and he just ended up not playing in the NBA because he enjoyed so much playing overseas in Europe and he had that contract. Leonardo Balmoro is a big example of that. Yes, he was drafted in the NBA, but he may not even play in the NBA because he still has a contract and he may want to continue to play over there because you're still getting paid money and you're still playing professionally. As we had draft rights to guard Sergio, who was actually a great mentor, and he actually taught Luka Doncic a lot, as he actually played with Luka Doncic since a very young age. As you guys know, Luka Doncic is one of the most accomplished EuroLeague basketball players ever, and he's one of the best players in the NBA right now. He's literally been a prodigy for such a long time, balling out since he was 14, 15 years old, or 16 years old, professionally. He's so much fun to watch for sure, but he's definitely a great leader, Sergio, but he's definitely an older guy, and I'm sure he loves what he's doing overseas. But we do have rights to them, but it doesn't mean that they're going to come over to the NBA. It all comes down to what they want to do. But yeah, we have rights to guard Sergio, and forwards Tadija Dragicevic. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce these names, but this is the guy that was drafted in 2008. I've actually seen him play there and there. I looked up some highlights and clips of what he brings to the table. He's a solid shooter, but at the end of the day, he's 33, 34 years old. I doubt he's going to come over to the NBA now. And Alex Hervelle, who there's not much to talk about. They're just solid EuroLeague basketball players that love playing overseas, and most likely they're not going to be coming over. We've had guys in the past that we've had rights to. They happen to come over there and there, but sometimes they didn't really stick into the NBA. They ended up going back overseas. Kuzminskis is a good example of that for sure. Kuzminskis was a 33, 34-year-old rookie. What was he, 28? Something like that. It was absolutely crazy. But yeah, New York, we sent them, Houston, the draft rights to Yusuf Sanin, who's the only young EuroLeague player out here. He's 21 years old. He is a point guard. I've actually watched him play because we did acquire the rights for him from the Wizards, and I know some Knicks fans are actually excited about this guy, but do I think he's going to be in the NBA? No. Houston's obviously excited about this guy if they wanted to get something out of course, letting go of Austin Rivers. At the end of the day, in unrestricted free agency, we ended up signing Austin Rivers to the 3-year, $10 million contract. But Yusuf Sanin, he's a 21-year-old point guard. He has no left hand whatsoever, but he's a solid athlete. Not the greatest of jump shot, but Houston was interested to get him. They wanted to acquire something at the end of the day. But let me know down below your thoughts and analysis. Do you think we're going to end up acquiring one of these EuroLeague players? Are they going to play in the NBA? In my opinion, no. I think we just acquired these players instead of getting like cash considerations back to maybe put them in some deal. Maybe some team would be like excited to have them as some like veteran leadership. Maybe the Mavericks, they can go on to get Sergio because he had a great relationship with Luka Doncic and he taught Luka Doncic a lot. I think that's very interesting of how he was his mentor and stuff like that for sure. He was the captain of the team Luka Doncic played for as well, I believe Real Madrid. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Smash the like button, click that subscribe button for more content. And as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.